I've said this in many of my previous videos and I will say it again. One of the most detrimental things you can do to yourself is keep people in your life who are not really benefiting you in any way and are in fact kind of degrading you in some way. I don't understand why people do it. They still do it, but whatever. People that basically bring a very negative energy into your life, they don't really contribute anything positively, but you kind of hold on to them because I don't know. I mean, you could be scared of being alone. You could be scared of you're just scared of the idea of even letting go of them, whatever. For some reason, people prefer keeping people in their life even though they don't like these people. And the reason this is like so freaking bad is because it's so subtle the way they'll bring you down. You won't even notice it. You literally will not even notice it until you get rid of them. It's over a long period of time. Slowly they'll start saying certain things, they'll act a certain way around you that will put negative thoughts into your head. They'll put self-doubt into your own head. They'll put negative thoughts into your own head, and without even noticing, you will start feeling negatively about yourself. When you're about to do something that usually you would be very confident doing, now you start doubting yourself, and you won't know where that's coming from, but it's coming from the people that you're spending time with. I promise you, you won't notice it, but until you get rid of them, you're not going to notice it, and it's actually horrible. I'm sure at some point in our lives, some of us, or at least, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us have had some person in our life that a bunch of people or a single person, whoever has, who's tried to put us down in some way, and we kind of don't really notice it, or we don't give too much attention to it until we get rid of them, or until you and that person part ways. You don't really understand that, but yeah, it's even happened to me, and I don't want to go too much into detail about that, but it's a painful thing because sometimes it could literally be the closest of people to you, and then slowly they start putting these negative thoughts into your head. They kind of try to derail you, and you almost don't know how to react to them because you really like this person, be it your friend, whatever. You like this person, and then they try to bring you down, and you kind of don't know how to react to it. You don't want to get rid of them because again, they're one of your favorite people, so you want to keep them in your life. But how do you actually get rid of them? First of all, I think it's important to realize that there's no point keeping these people in your life. You have to make your intentions clear that you are getting rid of them and you're fine without them. Because I can guarantee you, I can promise you right now, it's better to be by yourself and with no one than have people that are actually going to bring you down. Because with no one, you're going to be here, you're only going to have your own thoughts, your own influence on yourself. Whereas if you're with people who are negative around you, then that's dragging you down. That's literally dragging you down. It's great to have people who push you up and make you want to be better, but if you don't have those kind of people and you're just surrounding yourself with negative minded people. And another thing with negative minded people is that they may not even say anything about you. They could literally be complaining about everything. I've been around people who they don't necessarily tell anything to me to drag me down, but they will very easily find things to complain about. The easiest of things, the smallest of things, they find a negative. It's like their life's mission to create a negative situation out of everything. Like everything could be going perfect, they walk in and they find something negative, something to complain about, and it'll kind of instantly drag your mood down. You don't want to be around these kind of people because that kind of energy will spread onto you over time. You don't It's just not a nice. Yeah. Yeah. So the first step to actually getting rid of them is to be clear in your mind that you don't want them into your life. Don't be at a space where, oh, I kind of want them. I'm scared to let go of them. What if I don't have anyone around me? What if I'm alone? Stop with these thoughts. You have to make it clear and understand that it's worse to have these people in your life than have no people in your life. The moment you make that clear, I think then we can move on to the next step. And in order to actually get rid of them, it's very simple. You literally just start ignoring them. Some people think, some people don't want to get rid of these people because they think, oh, you have to go and confront them and be like, look, man, I don't like you anymore. You're not being a positive influence on my life. I want to get rid of you. You don't have to tell all these things. You literally just ignore them. Stop hanging out with them. When they call you out, stop going out with them. It's as simple as that. When you're with them, perhaps they're in the same school or class as you, whatever, same workspace as you, don't laugh at their jokes. Don't laugh at the jokes. And over time you notice that it kind of naturally starts to happen where you and that person or that bunch of people, you start parting ways, and that's literally about it. What is this? That's literally it's as simple as that. You don't have to go and actually physically do anything. You kind of have to not do things. So you have to not spend time with them. You have to start ignoring them, and I think that'll come naturally to you. If you genuinely don't like these people, you should find it pretty easy to ignore them, find it pretty easy to not want to spend time with them, and over time you'll notice that you both are just going your own ways. Have I done that? Yeah, but for me, I never had to actually intentionally do anything. It kind of naturally happen by itself, which I guess helped. It definitely helped. And I wasn't aware at that stage too much, to be honest, about, oh, this guy's having a negative impact on my life. I genuinely did not know. I had a feeling that, okay, I don't like this guy in my life, or this person in my life. They're having a negative influence, but I didn't really know what to do about it. So thankfully, that kind of, it happened by itself, parting ways with those kind of people. But yeah, I mean, if you're in a situation where you have to do something about it, you have to do something about it. Trust me, there is zero point in keeping these people in your life. I genuinely do not care about how close they may be to you. If you spend 5 6 years with them, in a friendship, relationship, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter, because people change. And currently, if they're not being a good influence on your life, get rid of them. And I'm not talking about plain arguments. Sometimes you can obviously have arguments with people. You can have a difference of opinions. That's absolutely normal. But even beyond that, over months, years, if you feel like, okay, this is just not going anywhere, quit it, get rid of it. Don't keep things in your life. And I'm talking about people, but I genuinely mean anything. It could be anything in your life. Don't keep it with you, or don't be attached to it just for the sake of it. If it's bringing you down, even in the slightest of way, find or do your best to stay away from it as much as possible, because it'll give you a lot of peace mentally. It'll give you a lot of energy mentally. It'll not give you energy, but it will save your energy mentally from having it spent on negative things, if that makes sense. So, yeah, get rid of these people. You'll have a lot more of a pleasant life.